So we're coming up on that 1 year mark for the Galaxy Tab S9. There's been quite a few other tablets that have come out since then, and the new iPads here recently, not to mention the more affordable S9 Fi series. So is the Galaxy Tab S9 still worth it in 2024, 1 year later? Well, let's talk about it. When it comes to price, it usually starts at $799 for the base model, but you've probably noticed it's been on sale here recently. In fact, that's kind of the great thing about Samsung products. Welcome to Tech Day TV. You can check the link in the description. Samsung products, you can usually find them on sale, or they have good trade-in deals if you want to upgrade. You can also find refurbished versions on Amazon for about $100 less as well. Good thing is it starts at 128 GB and goes up to 256 GB of storage. It also takes a micro SD card for expanded storage. As far as the display, it's a nice upgrade over the Galaxy Tab S7 and S8. If you're coming from those, this would be a nice upgrade just for the screen quality alone, but it does have an 11 in dynamic AMOLED 2X display with 1600 by 2560 resolution. It goes up to 120 Hz refresh rate, which makes things nice and smooth. I think the screen on here is even better than the new iPad Airs that just came out recently, but of course that's going to be personal preference. I think it's hard to beat the screen quality on this even a year later. In fact, I can't really see how they would improve on this when they come out with the new Galaxy Tab S10 later this year. So I would expect it to be pretty similar. It's one nice part about this tablet is that it lasted about 9 hours in my typical battery drain test, which is better than the Tab S and S9 Fi and much better than the iPad Air 6. So if you need a tablet with good battery life, this is definitely a good option. You should be able to use it for a few days of mixed usage, especially if you turn down the screen brightness. As of this video, and it's still nice and smooth, just moving around the software, of course it's going to look very similar to the larger Tab S9 Plus and Ultra, just in a little more compact size. You also have the new Samsung DeX, which has floating windows, or you can switch to the classic version to be a little more productive. As well, you can also attach an HDMI adapter to connect this to a projector, TV, or external monitor, which I always think is nice, especially when you're traveling. Of course, one of the best parts of Samsung tablets like this is that it comes with the S Pen, so you don't have to buy it separately like with iPads, and it's great. For drawing, taking notes, or just moving around the software, I actually wish all Samsung phones had an S Pen because it definitely comes in handy. Wise. This is one of the most powerful tablets Samsung has made so far, and yes, the new Tab S10 will probably be a slight improvement over this, but as of right now, you're not going to find a tablet with much better performance than you get with the Tab S9 series, especially when it comes to Android. It's also a great option if you need a tablet for gaming. I feel like Samsung beats most of the competition when it comes to how loud the speakers are and just how good they sound. Here's a quick sample, just to give you an idea of how it sounds compared to a couple of other tablets. Blue. It watch your blue as you fade away. As you fade away, as you fade away, as you fade away. Now, typically when it comes to cameras, they're usually not the best on tablets, but these on the Galaxy Tab S9 are actually pretty good as far as tablets go. Not the best on tablets, but these on the Galaxy Tab S9 are actually pretty good as far as tablets go. So if you need to do Zoom meetings or other video conference calls, this could be a good option. I don't think most people would probably use this for taking photos, but you could do that as well or scan documents on here without any problems. Here's a few samples just to give you an idea of what to expect. So not a big surprise, but if you're still thinking about getting the Tab S9 or you're upgrading from an older tablet, I think it's a pretty easy decision. But if you're still thinking about getting the Tab S9 or you're upgrading from an older tablet, I think it's a pretty easy decision. It might just be a matter of timing to get this when it goes on sale. There's not too many reasons why not to get this tablet, in my opinion, unless you really need a larger version like the Plus or Ultra, or you'd rather have the latest and greatest in the new Tab S10, which should be announced fairly soon. Announced pretty soon. But if you like tablets, phones, and other tech, I've got a lot more stuff I'm working on, so you'll want to keep an eye out for those upcoming videos. So if you made it this far into the video, you may want to say thanks by subscribing, and don't forget to give a thumbs up if this video was helpful.